and welcome here to TalkFCB, and welcome back to the channel here today, guys, for plenty of Barça news coming your way. We got a full roundup here on the channel today, and we're going to be discussing the likes of Messinho, of Xavi Simons, and also some real concerns surrounding Frenkie de Jong, and lots more as well on the way for all of you. I hope you're doing well. Now let's do this, because today's big roundup is coming to you courtesy of Manscaped right here, because they are here to get you ready for the summer, to get you ready for the beach maybe. Maybe you're off on vacation, maybe you're out in your garden, or maybe you're going out with friends. Whatever you are doing, whatever you're going to be up to, Manscaped is here to give you the perfect look every single time, because I am actually going to be going off on holiday quite soon. Don't worry, the upload is still going to be coming for you, but I've already got my Manscaped products packed. The lawnmower's there, all of the gels, the beard hedges in there as well, all stored in the Manscaped travel case. They have become essential products for me, and I'm absolutely sure they would be the same for you guys too. And you can get right now 20% off your Manscaped order simply by using the code TalkFCB at checkout. There's so much there that you can enjoy, and a big thank you indeed for all of your support here, and as well to Manscaped for helping out with the channel. Because I do want to kick off today with some absolutely fantastic news for the club, because I want to talk here about Pau Cubarsi's contract renewal, and this is something that we've been eagerly awaiting now, and on Thursday it was officially announced by the club. Cubarsi has officially renewed until 2027. His new release clause there has been set at 500 million euros, which is absolutely fantastic news, given of course how low his previous release clause was. There were so many clubs looking at him, waiting for an opportunity, but right here, he has slammed the door on all of that, pledging his future to Barça. And a lot of people are saying, well, why is he only renewed there, though, until 2027? But don't worry, there is absolutely nothing to worry about. That is simply because of Cubarsi's age. Given that he's not 18 yet, Spanish law states that you can only sign a 3-year contract renewal, and it's already being said in the media that both Barça and Pau Cubarsi have an agreement to extend that contract further once he does turn 18. So that is news there that we can be very happy about, that we can certainly celebrate. What a breakthrough season Cubarsi has had, and I can't wait to see more of him there at the heart of our defence, and for many, many years to come. However, we do go from positive to negative now, though, when we talk about Sergino Dest, because I've got to say, this is such an unfortunate situation for everybody involved, especially there Dest himself, and of course Barça as well, because Dest this season, he was by far and away our biggest success in terms of the players that we had out on loan. He was playing brilliantly at PSV Eindhoven, really getting his confidence back. They were very, very happy with what they were seeing from him, and PSV were planning on keeping him. They were looking at that 10 million euro clause in that loan deal, and they were thinking about buying him permanently until just last month, when Dest tore his ACL, and that came out of nowhere. It was a real freak incident there that just happened in training. Really, really unlucky for him. And now, obviously, his season is over. No Copa America either with the USA this summer, and it's really, really cruel, like I say, given the way that he got himself performing again. So sad to see that. And now, PSV have decided that they will not sign Dest permanently this summer. He will return to Barca after that really impressive loan spell, and only then in January, maybe PSV might revisit that one. They're not going to do anything in the summer now because of this ACL injury. They do not want to go any further with that. But in January, after seeing how his recovery goes, after seeing how he's doing, PSV could come back in for him then. But nothing will happen this summer, and I do wish Dest here a very speedy recovery. That's an unfortunate one. We've also been hearing plenty more details in the media throughout the week on our brand new, expected signing, Guido Rodriguez from Real Betis, coming in there on a free transfer, because more details have been coming out. Fabrizio Romano there confirms that a verbal agreement was reached there between Guido and Barça since about 2 weeks ago. That was when really the negotiations ramped up and indeed finalised, with the deal to be completed basically once Barça have a clear picture of their fair play situation this summer. It's going to be a 2-year deal with the option of a third, and it's a transfer that is definitely going to happen. But I think what's also interesting now is that we're also hearing saying that Xavi was very, very key in this deal. He was, again, the decisive factor on this one. It's being reported now that Xavi, once he changed his mind, once he decided to stay, then that deal really accelerated, because Xavi apparently has actually spoken directly on several occasions with Guido. He's spoken with him there about his admiration of him. He really likes him as a player and what he can bring to Barça. So Guido Rodriguez here is very much so a Xavi-approved signing, and he's looking forward to having him in his squad for the coming season. But what about Frenkie de Jong? What is happening with him right now? Because I have to say, guys, this for me is such an important summer for Frenkie and for Barça in so many different ways. Because not only right now are there question marks about Frenkie's performances, big game performances there at the club, there's also lots of talk, of course, about his injury problems. He's had several ankle problems throughout the season. And also, of course, there's always going to be rumours about Frenkie's future, his immediate future at the club. There's always going to be speculation surrounding him. But there's also more concern than that. There's also more reports than that looking further down the line. Because what we're hearing right now in the media is that Barça are starting to become quite worried that Frenkie de Jong has no intention of signing a new contract at the club. Now, that is a stance that Frenkie seems to have had for several seasons now. He's not really been interested in negotiating. He's not really been interested there in extending his stay at the club yet. And the problem now is not only his current deal, you know, the one that he's on. It's one of the only Bartomeu deals that we still have left in the squad right now. That's one the club have been so anxious to get changed, to get Frenkie to agree to different terms, because those are astronomical wages. But it's not even just about that anymore. It's also about the fact here that if Frenkie does not renew his contract, not only will we continue to pay out eye-watering sums every single year, massive wages to him, but after all of that, could Frenkie walk away for free in 2026? That is the danger right here, that we have spent 75 million euros to get him here from Ajax. We've then spent millions upon millions upon millions in wages, and then could he leave for free after all of that? You can't let that happen. There is absolutely no chance Barça can allow that to take place. And I've spoken about this on the channel before, about Frenkie potentially running that deal down, because it's not all that far away. 2026 here, 2 years from now. By next summer, he's into the last year. And it's a legitimate concern right now, because for a club in Barca's financial position, you've got to be aware of everything. You have to see things before they develop. You've got to be on top of these situations. And particularly now when it comes to risk, you've got to manage these situations correctly. And I think right here, they have to do something right now. He's got 2 years left on that deal. And so one way or another this summer, something has to give. We have to find together a resolution there. We need commitment from both sides to come to an agreement, because he cannot leave for free. Frenkie de Jong cannot leave the club for free, and Barça cannot allow themselves to be put in that position. Which brings us on then to Estavao Willian, or you may well know him as Messinho, the 17-year-old Brazilian winger, dubbed as the next big thing in the game. He is set to leave Palmeiras in the summer for likely big money. Barça have been tracking him quite closely. We definitely showed some interest in signing Messinho, but now, is he about to choose Chelsea? Is he closing in there on a move to the Premier League, even despite interest as well from Real Madrid, from Bayern Munich as well? Very, very highly rated he is from all of the top clubs in the world. But have Barca now decided not to really pursue him? Have they pulled back on a move for Messinho? Well, right now we're hearing in the media that apparently our financial situation, that's really dictated what we can do in this deal. And I think the kind of money that we're talking about for Messinho, it might actually be similar to what we paid for Vitor Roque there. It might be a sort of base fee and then lots of add-ons to follow based on performance. So we might be talking about similar figures in the end. Let's wait and see. But one of the other big reasons right now is that we already have Lamine Yamal on the right side. That's what Barca's thinking is right here. Messinho is primarily a right winger. We already have Yamal. We already have an exciting young talent there coming through, and Barca feel as though right now a left winger is much more of a priority than a right one. But I also do wonder as well right now, guys, when you're looking at the latter stages here of this deal, about these negotiations, has Messinho's agent had anything to do with this relation relations there, because his agent, by the way, it's Andre Curry. It's the same agent that Vitor Roque has. And like I say, relations between him and the club right now, they're not so good. They've been so good over the years. We've had a really good relationship with him and talents coming from Brazil. But now, that has not been going well of late, and I don't think that would have helped things. I really don't right now. And I just feel as though this is a deal here for Messinho that has gotten away from Barca. It's a deal that we were never really able to enter in a serious way, and it remains to be seen now if we'll turn out to regret it, in the years to come, because some players coming over from Brazil with big talent, big expectations, they deliver, and you would regret there a player like that slipping through your fingertips. But of course there's plenty of others as well that flatter to deceive in the end, that don't deliver on that high. But I'm just wondering right here, guys, what do you make of this right now? Do you feel as though Barca are going to regret this in years to come? Are we going to regret not getting our hands, not making a serious move here for Messinho? Or have we made the right choice? Have Barca made the right decision here to stay out of the bidding in the end? Let me know down below. However, guys, we still have Xavi Simons to discuss in today's video, because as we know, as we've spoken about before, he wants to come back. That seems to be the feeling right now from Xavi Simons. He genuinely wants to be at Barcelona next season. And of course, he's got that clause in his PSG deal that says he has the final say on where he goes on loan. If he's going to leave the club on loan, he gets to pick where he's going to go. And if he gets to pick, he is going to pick Barca. That is what we're hearing right now. But, and this is the thing that we all expected, predictably, PSG now, they're not happy with that. They want to do everything in their power to prevent him from joining Barca, even if that means, again, trying to loan him out again to RB Leipzig, or maybe even selling him. PSG seem to be ready to go to any length at all to make sure he doesn't end up at Barca. They do not want to sanction a loan deal to Barcelona, and I think it's going to be really interesting to see now how this plays out, because it's going to depend how desperate is Xavi Simons to make the move to Barca happen. How much does he want to be here playing at the club next season, and also how much power does he really have here? We know about the contract, we know about that clause, but is he able really to get PSG to agree to this? Is he able to get this deal over the line, and what lengths are PSG going to go to try and stop him from coming here? And it's not going to be an easy deal, guys. This is not going to be a deal that's done overnight, that's easy to sort of finalise. PSG, like I say, they're going to make things very difficult. And it's always a roller coaster ride when Barca and PSG come together. But hey, let's just hope that this time, when everything appears to be going quite well, let's not lose our heads when it really matters. Can we please not do that? So those there, guys, are the very latest transfer updates swirling around in the media right now. And please do let me know all of your thoughts in the comments down below on Xavi Simons there, on Messinho, on the latest there on Frenkie de Jong as well. Everything we have discussed in today's video. Thank you indeed to all of you guys for watching, for all of your great support. And please do check out all the great products that Manscaped have to offer and get that 20% discount. Enter TalkFCB at checkout. I will see all of you very soon, but until next time, here as always, Vishka, here Barca.